Sagittarius, I'm here to give you a wild card read straight from the hip with lots of lip. I don't know. I feel kind of like this interesting, exuberant, sort of like jovial kind of energy just dipping into your collective right off the bat. I feel like, you know, you got some laughs coming in, you know. Maybe you're in a good mood. Maybe you're feeling a little spirited or something. Maybe you're seeing some stuff roll out where you're like, that's right. That's right. That's the way it is, man. You know, it's sort of like, I don't know. I feel like something is allowing you to kind of like feel a little bit justified in a certain situation, or like things are finally being righted, you know. There's something here that feels like it's finally connecting in the right way. All right, Sag, let's check this out. This is for any significant Sagittarius placement, or if you happen to have a prominent placement in the ninth house. Likewise, if you're a Gemini rising, that makes you a Sagittarius Descendant. So let's see, what is this that's coming in that's feeling, I don't know, it's got a little like spring in your step, man. Oh, yeah, you're like, yes, I came out on top, man. I'm the comeback kid. Nothing can hold me back. This feels like a personal victory to you. All right, for you, this could have something to do with your finances. You could be having some like big financial come up here with the 9 of diamonds. I think you really invested in yourself, okay? You took a risk. You took a risk on yourself. It had everything to do with your own personal value here with the Queen of Diamonds energy. You felt like, I'm worth it, man. I am. I'm worth it. You might have even like spent a little money on yourself. You might be getting like such a financial level up where you're going to be able to like go out and pamper yourself a little bit. Okay, I got that. I feel like where you've been like taking some risks in the business arena, they're really paying off, right? And I see good financial returns. I see an increase in clients. I feel like you're going to make more money in April than you were anticipating, okay? There's something here that's moving you in a really solid position. I also feel like some of you were dealing with some kind of health challenge, or maybe you've just felt like a little under the weather. I think your energy is about to start resurging in a big way. I feel like you were depleted for a while there. I think you were really burned out, okay? We got the 5 of hearts coming in with the King of clubs in the shadow. You might have been just like struggling too much with something and it was really draining you, and you realize this, and then you're like, fine, you know what? I'm just going to drop it. This could have even been somebody that, you know, you were involved with, whether on a business or romantic level. I think it was a little bit of a disappointment. You were hoping something worked out, but it just, you know, it went south. It didn't work out. And you started realizing, you know what, this is just kind of like a waste of my time. I'm tired of this. I'm ditching this. And I'm not seeing anything come out of this. Okay, this could have been an earth sign energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could have been somebody you were engaged in business with too. All right. I feel like in that case, whether emotional or financial, there were a lot of losses here with the 5 of diamonds in the shadow. You may feel like this person really cut you off cold. Okay. You may feel like this person ghosted you. You may have ghosted this person. I mean, their energy actually is coming up in the light in this situation, all right? I mean, you're the one who's coming off kind of like controlling, all right? So if you got left out of the loop, maybe, you know, maybe they felt like you were just trying to have things to your way. That's possible. I think this person is, maybe this person also sort of like, they present this just coming in. They might present this image like, well, it's not me. I got everything together and it's you. You're the problem. They might kind of cast that on you. I just say that because you're coming in with this like 9 of diamonds energy in the light to the 6 of clubs. That shows clearly like you moving on your own is like, it's good for you. Like you're moving into a really successful position here. I see all you lost, you know, with this being left behind is just a whole bunch of disappointment and, you know, complication and, you know, a bunch of, you know, heartache here, not to mention, you know, just feeling like, you know, there just wasn't anything there. There wasn't anything there. Yeah, you saw like there's no way to move this forward. There ain't nothing there. I don't, it's like looking over a wasteland. Okay, so let's see where you're heading now. Okay, because wherever you're heading, I see you in a really independent position right now. Okay, you're investing in yourself. Your health is improving. I feel like you were dealing with some challenges. You might have been low energy for a while. Some of you were dealing with some kind of structural issues, all right? You might have been dealing with something going on with like a joint or something. I got like knees, ankles, hips for some of you. Something just really felt off. Something with being able to move forward, you know, isn't that interesting? The way things show up in the body, you know, something that just sort of slowed your roll for a little bit. I think even in the end, that was good for you to be sidelined, to have to like stay put. Maybe you had been throwing yourself into your work really hard. You had taken some time to really look at maybe some things you needed to look at, feelings you were having about certain things you left behind. You know, there's something you integrated here, right? But I feel like you rose above some challenge in a situation where maybe it did bring out the worst in you. It's possible. Okay. I feel like whatever you were dealing with here just wasn't given back to you. And maybe even like kind of like, you know, tried to lower your personal sense of value. I got that. All right. You may feel like this person was a little superficial. It does have a vibe like you feel like this person took advantage of you in some way. Okay. Definitely wasn't something where, you know, I don't think you look back at this person with fond feelings. That's kind of like the way it's coming through. Whoever this Queen of Diamonds is, you don't have the best feelings about this person. Yeah, I think it's because you discovered some things about this person, you know? You learned about a whole other side of them that you weren't even aware of, and you realized this person plays games. Like, this person was playing with me. I don't think you like being played with, man. You didn't. You know, you may even feel like this person put too many people in play in the situation. You know, you're like, I'm not going to like compete for you. What do you think this is? Like, why did you stir up all this drama around me? Why did you stir up all this conflict around me? Now, I have to say, some of you, it is coming through this way. Some of you are not willing to let it go. Like, you're still hung up on this and you're wanting to kind of like stir the pot. You might be wanting to hold this person accountable. Some of you, not all of you, okay? It's coming through as masculine very strongly. So you know if this is you, because you're really like, you're unable to let something rest. It's like you want to hold somebody accountable back there. You're not going to be okay if this person doesn't get their comeuppance. But that's you kind of still acting out of your shadow. And if you're really honest with you, if you're in that position, it's just a way for you to continue to stay like corded into this person in this situation. All right. Which, you know, ultimately it weakens you. I mean, it looks like you're in a really good space as far as what, you know, you developed for yourself. And I understand you're pissed off, you know, about what happened back there, but you could throw away something really good by getting roped back into this power dynamic. It feels like this is the type of situation where it's like, you know, just as somebody approaches one, the other runs, you know, run or chaser dynamic in this situation. And what are you really throwing away here? You're throwing away your opportunity to experience like a true healing in your life. And I got reconciliation vibes here, but it's not reconciling with this person. It's you reconciling with yourself, okay? It's you coming back into alignment with yourself. It's you coming back to yourself and what really, you know, makes you uniquely you, what really satisfies you, what really fulfills you. And maybe you've been too distracted by others for too long, and it's time for you to really figure that out for yourself. What fulfills you? Because it looks like you've been disappointed here, you know, with the Four of Hearts. This hasn't been rewarding for you. It hasn't, you know. I don't think you getting revenge is gonna, you know, is gonna make that any different. It's just you giving this person more of your energy, and in fact, they might like get off on that a little bit. To be honest with you, I mean, I think that's what they want. They want to get under your skin. If you play into that, like you're feeding into that dynamic, yeah, you should just end it. With the Ace of Spades here, that is your ace up the sleeve, you know, and cycle on this. You'll be glad that you did. What's on the other side of just like letting this go? I feel like you just need to let this go. Just let it be what it is. It's like this person showed you who they are. Cool. Now you know. You don't need to wasting time in that direction. You don't need to worry about how to met out punishment, though, because you doing that is only punishing yourself. You're holding up your new beginning. I feel like there's something on the other side of you just dropping this that brings you some kind of healing. It brings you back to yourself. It brings a new opportunity for you that puts you into alignment with yourself and your true path, okay? This is like a waste of time, whatever this is. This person's a little bit snobby. I got that, okay? They're the kind of person that thinks their shit don't stink. Whoa, but that a bunch came out. Now they're going to have a bunch to say about that. Yeah. You know, this is the thing, too. It's like, it's all mental game here. Okay? Both people in this scenario are trying to get the other, you know, kind of like tied up in their thoughts, all right? But, you know, there's something here where it's like, nobody needs to be the victim here. We got crossing energy. Oh, King of Spades in the shadow. I mean, look at this. It's sandwiching this Queen of Diamonds. Oh, I mean, this could be somebody that actually has two people. Okay. Look at how this is coming out here. King of Spades to Queen of Diamonds to King of Clubs in the shadow. All this shadow energy. Two coming. I mean, what is this? This looks like two, you know, this looks like two masculines, like kind of like they're competing with each other for this person. Maybe you both share this person in common. You know, one may even say, you know, oh yeah, well, you know, I give it to them better in the bedroom. They kind of like play off the part of, you know, that they maybe are very attractive. They're maybe very charismatic, you know. They kind of hold this over the other's head. This could even be like two friends competing. You may know of each other. You're sort of like challenging each other. The masculines are challenging each other. And here's this like Queen of Diamonds who values themselves in the middle of this, just trying to like move away from this situation, move on with their life. And, you know, they're throwing their weight around. I get like one person feels like they're really hot. You know, they got the charisma, they got the looks, you know. They maybe feel really, you know, confident, cocky, you could say, about their sexual prowess. And the other masculine in this situation feels like they're just very smart. I'm smarter than you. I'm a strategist, you know. I'm always going to pull it over on you. They may even feel like they have more pull, just in terms of like, yeah, I'm the one they never got over, though. You can go ahead and look as good as you think you do. You know, it's not going to make a difference because I'm the one they can't forget. I'm the one that got away. It's got these vibes. It's got these vibes. Oh my goodness. But meanwhile, I mean, King of Spades in the shadows, a rotten energy. I mean, talk about a total a-hole. And King of Clubs in the shadow is no better. That's like an egomaniac, man. That is just somebody who's so controlling and so full of themselves. And the whole thing is just no good, man. I don't think this is going to win any points of favor in this situation. Like, we got the 8 of Diamonds as the crossing influence here, okay? And on top of that, look what we got. We got this 2 of Hearts, okay? So two people have been separated here. That much is clear. Two people that used to be connected with each other, okay? But, you know, there's been a walking away, a letting go of this situation. It's probably because of this. Like, it doesn't matter how much of a soulmate connection there is there. If there's this kind of mess and drama and aggression, like, forget it. Just cut your losses and go, okay? There's too much sneaky stuff going on in this situation. There's too much economy with the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it leaves too many unanswered questions. Like, nobody trusts anybody here. I understand why this individual wouldn't want to hang out for this. I mean, feminine in the light, earth sign energy in the light, okay? Could be, you know, somebody who's just, you know, really values themselves too. Like, they're really focused on having some kind of stability in their life. Meanwhile, they're dealing with, you know, two masculine energies that are really like volatile, right? And doing sneaky stuff that doesn't make it safe to even open up to an experience like this. But here's the light influence here. I do see healing is possible, okay? With the 3 of Hearts coming up in a light, that this is not the right way to move forward in a situation, right? It's just not. Like the drama needs to drop. The games need to drop. This is going to cause more problems. And where you're looking for revenge because maybe, you know, it could be you saw like maybe this this Queen of Diamonds headed toward an ex, you know, maybe it's somebody you share in common. This is what really riled you up. This is what angered you. Maybe you want some revenge now, okay? I just don't think it's worth it, man. I just don't. Everything's pointing to you walking away from this, cutting it off is what brings you some kind of alignment. So I want to see what comes into alignment for Sagittarius if they just like, you know, just let it go, man. Let it go. Focus on something else. This seems like a real distraction. I do think you are dealing with somebody. I do got a little bit of a haughty vibe from this Queen of Diamonds. Even though they're coming up in the light, I think this person's a little bit more selfishly oriented, just in respect of it feels like they're more focused on kind of like the material, you know, they're more focused on how things look. I mean, you may deem it selfish. I think I'm looking at it through the lens of the Sagittarius here. But I mean, this person's energy is coming up in the light. I think this person just knows what they value, you know, and they have a right to determine what they value without, you know, anybody having to agree with it. All right, they're allowed to make up their own mind about what they value. Yeah, you know, I think this person's really just wanting to move forward without feeling burdened, all right? And this person, I feel like this Queen of Diamonds in the light, the way they see it is it's like, and it could be you, Sag, okay? It could. You could be the Queen of Diamonds. You come to value yourself, and yet you recognize there's a part of you that's still sort of like in your lower nature. Your shadow side is still like, still pissed about what happened back there. You 1717 on the clock. You want to set somebody straight, you know. You want to say those things you never said. You want to slice them and dice them with your words. There could be a particular woman in this situation that you feel like is just like a little too full of herself. You want to take her down a few pegs, right? You think it would be great victory. It wouldn't. It's just, it limits you. It like burdens this new beginning that wants to happen in your life. Do you see, you've already been through so much crap with this 3 of clubs. You've been waiting, you know, for your load to lighten, for you to feel like you could travel forward free. Well, only you can set yourself free in this situation. Somebody else already has, okay? Somebody else already has here. See? See? Once you set yourself free with the King of Clubs in the light, you know, you remove yourself from what doesn't work in this situation, you know, because there's no way this story is going to turn out any other way. There's no way for it to work out any other way than this. It's a disappointment. What, you want to go and worry about this, stress about this, give all your mental energy to this? Forget about it. Get in your energy, man. Bring your fire forward and strike out in a new direction, you know, something that you can get behind, you know. And here was your energy that you opened up with, like that Joker energy in the light. You're meant to be optimistic right now, not dragged down by this nonsense that happened back. Who cares? Okay, go out, have yourself some fun, kick up your heels, have a good time. All right, you'll be glad that this didn't come into alignment down the road. Mark my words, you're going to see a really interesting story play out in this situation, and you're going to recognize, oh man, I'm so glad I dropped that, because if I would have headed in that direction, it would have been such a disappointment. Okay, such a disappointment. All right, because this is all it is. It ain't the real deal. All right, so put a fork in it. It's done. End it. Walk away from it. All right, because you know there's too much hidden here, too much intrigue here. And as soon as you get a fresh look at, you know, what you got going on for yourself moving forward here, all right, as soon as you open up your vista and you have a brand new view, look at this. Bam. King of Diamonds, okay? You get to be in that place where you come into your true sense of value in and of yourself. Things look good, all right? So enjoy, all right? You could have strong fire and earth in your chart. I see a big level up for you. I see you winning big if you can strike out on your own and move away from this energy. There's some new beginning that will pay off really handsomely for you. I feel like the come up will be really strong. You'll really experience this in the fall. I feel like a big harvest for you. It has you laughing all the way to the bank. That's what I just heard. And maybe that'll be payoff enough for you. 2011 on the clock. And then look who comes. Here comes the Queen of Diamonds in the shadow. Ditch this.